everybody? Just wanted to give you a brief synopsis of where I'm at when it comes to the Qled Neo 4K or 8K. This is for everybody. It's not about showing off. It's not about flossing. It's not about trying to be bigger than anybody else. It's about showing that I get my hands dirty for the right reasons and my rewards are great. So this is going to blow your minds. That's all I got to say, okay? Because it's either the 4K Neo Qled or the 8K Neo Qled. So I want to hear all your feedback, what you guys want to see. Do you want to see me gaming on the 4K Neo Qled real soon? Or do you want to see me gaming on the 8K Neo Qled? Let me tell you something, okay? It pays off to work hard, all right? And I'm not playing. I told you guys, I'm not playing when it comes to gaming. I'm not playing at all, okay? Let's see if I can just count all this, right? No joke. This is real, okay? This isn't prop money. This is real, and I have enough right here for either the 4K or the 8K. So you guys tell me, what do you guys want to see for the Stealth Dragon future of gaming? This is real. I can't even spread it all apart. It's so thick. Okay? So that's all I want to show you guys, okay? So what should I go with? This is a stack of hundreds, by the way, see? All hundreds. So, look. Every single one of these. Cryptocurrency? Yeah, I'd have to do some research on that, guys, you know? And like I said, again, I'm not doing this to show off. I'm doing this because I recommend anybody that wants to get their career in gear to get their CDL and start making money like this, okay? Every single week, money's flying in. So, let's see, I want to show you something else that I stumbled upon. This is an Omen laptop, okay? This is with a 1070 GTX. And I forgot I even had it. Okay, so I can use this for my channel for the capture card. So I ain't playing around, guys. That's all I got to say. So let's talk. What is your opinion on... Yeah, I could get a really good PC too, man. Absolutely. No doubt about it. This week, I'm going to be taking off 2 days. So I'll be off Wednesday and Thursday. And I will definitely incorporate some time into gaming, you know. And one day I'll do a game room tour once I could get it in order, showing off all my consoles from next gen to previous gen, from PS4 Pro, Xbox One X, you name it. So that's really it. I really want to get... I don't know why, I feel like the 4K Neo Qled. Yeah, you could play 4K on the consoles, but what's cool about it is it's giving you 12-bit color, where the 4K might not give you the 12-bit color. So that's something that I'm looking into, and I want the 4 HDMI 2.1 ports. My biggest concern is that the color is... for the 8K might not be as vibrant as the 4K Neo QLED that everybody's raving about. So what I want to do is, before I make any purchase, I want to see which one's going to really catch my attention. I don't want a gaming TV that's going to be less colorful, because the one I have right now is probably one of the best colors and contrasts. When it first came out, everybody was blown away by the Q9FN. So that TV to me has been such a honor to game on. It's just a great TV. It's bright. It's just a very colorful TV. So the last thing I would want to do is purchase an 8K TV and find out the color is not as vibrant, because they're saying that the 4K is actually more vibrant than the 8K. But I want the 2.1 HDMI ports. Do you see where I'm getting at? And it feels good to show this off. You know why? Because this is hard work right here. I'd have to lick my thumb just to swap through all the cash. Okay, so they're all hundreds. Samsung still suffers from blooming. Hold on, I gotta read this. This is important. Samsung still suffers from blooming. Just returned my Q90R after a year, and I got the LG C1. Never buying Qled again. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Um, I appreciate your honesty. My concern is that with the OLED, that I might have issues with the organic lights that are inside of it over the years come. Yeah, I think you should get the 4K. It seems better, and I don't really think you'll use the 8K for anything besides the high quality movies and things. There you go. You know, and this is what I need, this kind of feedback. So when I go to make my purchase, and I'm not stupid, because what I want to do is I want to wait till Best Buy. I buy my stuff from Best Buy because I know the whole tech crew there and everything. I'll do a walk-in video when I purchase my TV. I want to get that TV when it's not 3,500. It goes down in price real soon, because what's going to happen is once people start buying those TVs, they're going to bring the price down a little bit. So if they bring it down 500, if they bring it down 1,000, that TV's mine. 75-inch. I'm not going to go 85. I think 85 is over drastically uh, going into a different realm. My 75, I'm really happy with, but I was really thinking about the 4K Neo QLED QN90A. Now it has one HDMI 2.1 port, but it doesn't have a One Connect box. So what I'd have to do is I'd have to connect it with the wires hanging from the side. I don't think that's an issue, because when it comes to streaming, it's going to be the same thing. So this is just 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. You get the point. There's enough right here to buy that 4K TV easily. But I play the game. I'm not gonna just give all my money to Samsung. I'm gonna wait until that price goes down, and then I'm gonna snag the TV, and I'm gonna go right to Magnolia, because Magnolia will prepare me one that I know will be without the dirty screen effect, blooming. I mean, yeah, it's gonna have a little defects. No TV's perfect, but I'm gonna talk to them. I'm gonna say, look, if I want to purchase this TV, I want to know that the box I'm getting hasn't been tampered with, kicked or moved around. I want my box to be prestige, so when I bring it home and it's on the wall, it's flawless, just like my Q9FM. I don't settle for less. If the TV is not the quality that I'm expecting, guess what? That TV's going back, and I'm gonna be negotiating and saying this is not what I paid for. So yeah, what do you think, huh? Like, this is the real deal, guys. Like, I know I'm not too much involved in the Discord as much, but I'm always working, and when I'm not working, I'm stacking. So that's just it. Bottom line, you know, like this week, right? I went over almost 80 hours, so my paycheck's going to be close to 2 grand, and that's huge, because all the bills are paid, and I could put some money aside for other things as well. Like you said, you could get a gaming PC. I could do a lot of things, but to be honest with you, it'd be cool one day to really, really link up with somebody that can really guide me through the steps of building the channel up because it's been stagnant. I appreciate everybody that's been on the channel, but it's not growing. It's just staying at a standstill. And a lot of times that could happen too, for the main reason is when I show on my video that I'm showing so much money, it's kind of, people get turned off by that, but I'm doing it because I want to motivate y'all to be in the same shoes as me one day and make the same kind of money. Remember, the people that you follow, the circle that you follow is who you become. So if you're following people that are not doing anything to better their lives, you're going to be stuck in the same boat. But if you focus on people that are building up and improving and always advancing, you're going to advance the same way. That's how life is. So stay away from the scrubs, stay away from the trolls, stay away from the people that just want to ask you for things and not have any source of money that they can make on their own to show a title of who they are. You see where I'm getting at? That's what life's all about. Yeah, I think you should get the 4K. It seems better, and I don't really think you'll use the 8K for anything besides the. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. Thank you, man. All I gotta say is this: is that TV. When I got my Q9FN 75, I paid 3,500 for that TV because the new TVs were coming out, the Q90R, and I bought it right before it was getting ready to be basically discontinued. Like you can't find it anymore, basically. So I got it for 3,500 75-inch. So now for me to get this brand new tech, it's got FreeSync Premium Pro, it's got variable refresh rate, the input lag is less than 20 seconds, I think. And it's just overall been a great TV. A lot of people have been expressing. Now, there's some YouTubers that have down trashed the TV because they do it for the views. They do it because of that's how they reputize their reputation. But me, I don't wear a mask. You guys see who I am, okay? So for somebody that wears a mask and explains something, there's something that they're hiding if they can't even show their face. So let's, let's get down to the real talk of everything, okay? So far, I know that Samsung brought this TV and it's designed, let's get real, specifically for gaming, okay? Samsung knows that this is going to be a gaming generation and they want the consumers to have the best gaming features. And they also want the consumers to have the brightness, the colors popping, and just all the gaming features that we love. I love the Game Motion Plus. I can't play without the Game Motion Plus. It looks so good, okay? And I love the fact that it's got the variable refresh rate, the FreeSync Premium Pro, which means I could have 4K at 60 with HDR or 4K at 120 with HDR and ray tracing. Now, I know it's only one port, the HDMI 2.1, but here's what I was thinking. I could connect my Xbox Series X to the 2.1 port. I could connect my PlayStation to the other port, and I could still get Pro. Yeah, you guys already know. So, that's the thing. Like 8K, why don't you get a PC? I could get a PC. You're right. I could get a PC. I talked to several companies and they told me right now is not a good time to buy because of the whole shortage of everything. And so I said, okay, I could get a super godly PC. Yeah. So I want to wait for the right time. If you guys stick with me, I promise you that uh, all the gaming add-ons to this channel will be there. Okay, I'm new at this. I got the green screen for us all, and it fit perfectly on the wall. It looks great. I'm thinking about futurizing this channel to really utilize all the high-tech stuff. Like when it comes to me making purchases, I don't buy the small bargain purchases. I buy the big stuff so that way I can feel like I'm on top of the world gaming. Okay. So that being said, I also work my damn ass off just 6 days a week. I'm going on 5 for a little while. I don't need to work 6 days if I don't want to. I just do it to stack up the extra cash so then I can buy the things that I want and need. So more majority of the people here in the live stream are basically telling me to get the 4K. And what do you work as, my guy? If Hey, I'm a tanker driver, bro. Yeah. I haul gas to the gas stations, and ever since the news claimed that we're going to be in a shortage of gas because of the hackers and the Colonial Pipeline, what do you think I've been doing, man? I've been just delivering more gas than ever, and it's been running out at all the stations because people are running around like it's toilet paper, you know? So the ban was lifted that we could work more than the normal hours, which is normally 12. We got 14, so I'm I'm taking that as an add-on to my hard work so I could have extra pay, and that's important because when it comes to gaming, I can't wait to go into Best Buy when the price is right and just, yeah, for real. I really am, but I'm a low-key hustler. I'm not the kind of hustler that's gonna hop into my Mercedes and show off to everybody. Look at my car, look at my rims. No, 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 no. I'm in a 2010 car, okay? It's a piece of metal. It gets me back and forth to work. What am I going to do? Am I going to be shining up a vehicle just to park it in a dirt yard and work all day and then come home and let it park? Have you played in PC? If you have, what do you think is better? PC, very good console and TV. Yet, and that's the thing, that TV is designed for PC as well because you got the game mode, you got the game bar, okay? And that to me is quite interesting. So with a PC, I'll be able to make the screen wider to really make the gaming look so much as a PC would monitor. So there's a lot of things that I want to utilize for this channel. So that more likely will be my next purchase, will be the Samsung QN90A 75 inch. I'm going 75, guys, because 75 to me is perfect. I don't want to go any smaller. I'm my beard is okay. Thank you so much, man. I'm trying to grow it a little bit, just to give that tough Viking look. So, but in all reality, I'm excited about Samsung's new TV lineup. I don't care what other YouTubers are gonna say, down trashing it. It's got little blooming. Every TV is gonna be not perfect, but what I do appreciate is how Samsung put all the gaming features into that TV. What age did you start growing your beard? Well, I just been, shaving and letting it grow, shaving and letting it grow. And to be quite honest with you, when I was in high school, I didn't really have that much hair. It came at a older age. I'm 18 and I got no beard, man. Yeah, don't worry about it, man. What age did you start? Don't worry about it. You know why? Because to be honest with you, once it starts growing, you got to keep shaving it and keep shaving it, and it becomes a repetition every couple days. So, sometimes I like to just grow it out. It's a trucker thing too. I want to look badass when I'm doing what I'm doing because that's what truckers do. You're 36, you got no beard, you shave it, huh? Nah, man, beard is so damn nice, man. Yeah, it is. It brings out more of an attraction in the creation of a human being. Let's see, I got no beard and I'm 18 now, man. Yeah. Appreciate you guys all being here. So, with that being said, I'm excited because I've already saved more than enough money to get the TV. I just want to wait till Best Buy and Samsung drop the price. And you're freaking looking like Jesus. Yeah, he is the man of all men, to be honest with you. He is the one that basically did what he did to give us some kind of understanding of why we go through what we go through in this life. And I'm not here to preach. I'm not here to turn this into a religion aspect, but what I'm here to say is we know the difference between right and wrong. We know when we're doing something wrong. Our conscience tells us, okay? So how can you say that there is no higher power up above? There he's watching everything. So all these people that think that they're getting away with stuff behind other people's backs with all kinds of criminal mischief and everything's being recorded. And that's why me on this channel, I want to be real, and I just want to let you all know that I'm not here to turn into a sponsored, uh, they tell me what to do, what to say, and this and that. I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. You know what I mean? I don't need YouTube to make a living because I've always had my system down with my focus in life, and that was to get my ass in gear and not work in the machine shop anymore, not grinding steel carbide, but going out there and making the most out of money without exploiting myself and without defiling myself how other people do for huge amounts of money, okay? That's all basically a cop out in life. When you work hard and you stick to the good soul aspect and you have that self-esteem, the confidence, everything comes to you. Everything comes to you, okay? And you gotta trust me on that because I've lived through hell just to get to heaven. So here you have it. So, oh man, you're freaking preaching. 1K into AMC, I will pay off. Nice, nice. Yeah. And that's the thing. We are taking advantage of the stocks. Here's my biggest concern. I made a little money from the stocks. Okay. I took the money out. My concern is that once I want to put a huge amount of money into the stock, someone's going to maliciously go in there and take it. And then they're going to say that the market crashed severely. Okay. I'm not buying all the schemes. Okay. What they want to do is they want to feed you a little bit, feed you a little bit. And then when you throw in a huge amount of cash thinking it's going to double, they take it all away. I know how the game works. Now, people know how to handle it too. Exactly. No chat donations, just straight gaming and same, although my channel, no big at all. Well, you always promote your channel on here on the Discord. And, you know, it's about just being happy with who you are and what you do in life. Because what happens is it all comes to you when if you're trying so hard to push and to try to get people to join and this and that, it never works. But if you're just yourself, I know when I get my QN90A, by that time everyone has a TV, so it's not going to be that huge of a big deal. But to me it is because I get to experience the next gen TV for next gen gaming. So I'm super excited about that. I'm excited that I have the PS5 and the Series X. I put a lot of work to get where I'm at, and I know that I've inspired many people to get their consoles the same night. I've had so many people comment of how if it wasn't for my video, they wouldn't have went out to camp out to get their consoles. So that to me is a huge inspiration, and I've always wanted to keep that momentum going even with the next tech that we're buying into the channel. So that being said, I just want to show you guys one more time because this is no joke, okay? Like I'm like serious when it comes to gaming. So it's 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 all about saving. If you save money, more will come to you, and that's what happened. When I saved, more came to me. So here you have it. See? It's just swimming with it. So I'm gonna put it back in this envelope. And point being said is, you got to just have a plan in life and you got to stick to the plan. If the plan means that you eat beans for a little while out of a can, as long as they're barbecue and they taste good and you got something good to drink, you're good. Exactly, man. No donations. Yes, sir. You're the reason I camped out for 15 hours. Really, man. See, I try to speak as many facts as I can. And if for any reason I say something one day that is not accurate, I will admit to the fact. I will apologize. But as of right now, I've been pretty consistent with just trying to help everybody. I was excited that evening. I took my shower. I ate my food my wife made. It was spaghetti with sausages, and I went right to GameStop. And I set my chair right there in front, and everybody started looking at me, and I'm like, well, I'm camping off with a PS5, and then a couple guys rolled up during the night, and they asked me what I was still sitting there for, but they knew it was something, and I said, yeah, if you want your PS5, you better stay here and wait. And that's what I did. So here I am. What is it, 6 months later? Let me give you my review of both consoles, okay? When I first got the Series X and I plugged it in and I played it for the first time, I was blown away by how fast it powers on. I was blown away by how consistent the frames were with Warzone, with the graphical fidelity of seeing everything in the distance, and just the overall sheer power of the RDNA 2.0 that's inside that console. I was blown away. I love the controller, okay? At the time, I was using the Sennheiser headset, so I really was happy with what I had. I really enjoyed it a lot. And 2 days later, I got the PlayStation 5. So that to me was quite exciting because, after I connected the PlayStation 5 and I realized the broadcast features that I now have with the chroma key, so it works with the green screen, I was just blown away. I had a blast. So I love both consoles. I love what Phil Spencer gave to us. I love what Mark Cerny gave to us. Phil Spencer gave us a console that is economically affordable in the long run because there's a lot of features that it has that will decrease your electric bill, basically, when it comes to all kinds of streaming and all that sorts. I'd have to get more into it in depth. But the PlayStation 5, Mark Cerny gave us a DualSense controller. He gave us a 3D Pulse headset, okay? And he gave us a system that has such good tech in it for $500, you cannot go wrong. All the controllers, I think they're awesome. I really like, I don't know why. I'm a fan of the PlayStation 5 controller. Phil is the man. I watched a video on YouTube of how they took a bucket of ice cold water. One of those Gatorade buckets that the football coaches sit around, and the players come behind him and they douse him with the cold water and the ice. And Phil Spencer, you should see that video on YouTube. He did not even flinch. He did not even flinch when he got doused with the water. So that to me is a strong man, okay? Because you know how cold water is cold, okay? Me, I probably would have been like, "Whoa, hey," but he didn't even flinch. And Phil Spencer's jacked, so he's also a great role model for Xbox at this point. Yeah, yeah. Phil is the man. He's given us a lot of great stuff to be anticipating. We got content coming from Bethesda, and he's got other studios. Now I know that it's going to be exclusive to Series X, but hey, we got to give and take at this point. Now, what I recommend is support these companies, support the council, support the gaming industry, because right now, if we can still buy at bargain prices when they go down, but if that's all we were doing, what's going to happen is they're not going to make enough money to capital surplus. They need that to make new games. So what happens is a game designer company, right? A game to make can cost $100 million. Think about it. A video game can cost $100 million. So do you really think these gaming companies have that money to just throw? No, they get a loan, okay? And when they get the loan, they make the game. And when the money is made back from what the loan was given, they pay a percentage back to the loan. And then when they make another game, they get another loan. So it's all about loans. And that's why these game designers, when they make a game and it doesn't make enough profit, they lose that privilege of the loan. So then they go with a smaller project of a game. You see how it works? That's why if you ever notice Rockstar's always got these mind-blowing games because as soon as the game comes out, it sells 8 million copies in one day. What's up, Kevin? Yeah, man, I highly recommend, Lord Derek, that when you get your PlayStation 5, I would get it through eBay, through a reputable source. Make sure they got 4 or 5 stars. and talk to them. Tell them that you want the warranty. If you're paying 200 bucks more, it ain't bad at all. It ain't bad at all, really. Okay, okay. You are 100% right about what you said about the money that they're making. And, Activision has always had this, I guess you would call it plan or vision. Activision, it's a vision, okay? So what's happening is they're used to making this money all the time, and they can't go back down to a lower standard. And that's why every single year they push out the game, because they make so much money that they have enough money to bring the game out, but they need to keep bringing that money in to make another game. Oh, you're exploring different features on Discord, okay. So with that being said, I'm a huge fan of Call of Duty. When I land on the Warzone, I feel like it's a masterpiece of a map game design. But lately, I'm just not happy with the new map. I really like the old map because it showed more detail. It was more of a character of a map. Yeah. So, with that being said, I don't agree with a lot of things that certain companies do to make an extra profit, because at the end of the day, right now we're going through a crisis all around the world, and it's not just it's everywhere, okay? America, we're dealing with it, but also in other countries. So the situation, yeah, the new map, I feel like it was just kind of sloppy. When they basically dismantled the whole stadium, that was that stadium was the iconic mark of the map, okay? When they dismantled it, there was no character in it. Nice. Okay. Definitely, I got the notifications ready for the premiere. Well, exactly. It's like they can do things better, but what's here's the thing. What's the point if the money's rolling in? They have their fans, they have the new people that are buying the game. So the money that's rolling in is a lot more than Hollywood and sports stars are making all together combined. They're in the billions. You know what I mean? So it's money. It's a lot of money. And gaming in this generation is going to be super huge, because you have everybody that wants next gen. You want everybody that plays the games, their streaming abilities, and then you have the PC with the new graphic cards. So this is definitely going to be a crazy turnaround as the new games come out. Sony already announced they have 25 games. 25, so that's half of that stack of games is going to be new titles that we have never heard of, new games made up, okay? 12 of those this year, and then the other 12 are going to be third party, which means we know what series they're going to be. But it's just interesting because it just shows that Sony is pushing out the games, Microsoft is giving you the deals with the Game Pass. Oh yeah, God of War Ragnarok, you already know exactly. That's going to be a crazy game. I know it's going to be great. They already said one guy played the Forbidden West. He played the demo for 15 minutes. He was blown away by how much more the PS5 can utilize. And a lot of these developers, Mark Cerny was shocked and surprised that the developers are able to utilize the ray tracing a lot more frequently with the new games. Mark Cerny thought it would be available to the previous games, just upgraded to 60 frames per second or 120. No, he was shocked that they're able to utilize that console to bring us ray tracing to games that we've never played before. This is why these consoles are a huge investment that are worth the money. Even if you have to pay $200 more, it's still worth it. But if you're going into 1,000 to 1,500, I don't think that is worth the purchase because it's almost as if you're giving more than what the council is really worth. Some people think it's worth more, but at this point, I don't agree with exuberant prices. I don't. And it's stealing and legislation. They're already trying to pose legislation so they could create a law that there is no more scalping allowed ever. Okay? Because when corporations go to the politicians and they say, hey, these guys are stealing our money, it's a big deal, okay? If it's a small business or something, they have to have a good reason and they have to have a lot of money. Where these corporations could just be like, hey, help us out with this, throw some money. So we're going to see what happens, but because it affected everybody. It not only affected PlayStation 5 and Series X, it affected Nvidia. Nvidia, okay? They bought out all their graphics cards and then they sold them at higher rates. Now, here's why it's a big problem is because the rich people in this world would rather spend a little more money because they have it just to have the card than go out and try to get it themselves. Okay? So this is how the scalpers are not stupid. They're playing the game. They're making millions just selling a graphics card that's worth what is it, $1,500 for 3,000, maybe 5,000, and someone will just pay it because money to them is just paper, you know? Now, I'm willing to go 8, 900. I want the digital one, but no higher. Yeah, you could pick up a digital one for 700 if you go on Amazon. Make sure that the seller has 4 to 5 stars, okay? Check out his reputation. Look at the reviews of what other people are saying. Then you make your judgment call on how you feel based on all the good feedback. If someone doesn't have any kind of reviews or any kind of opinions, yeah, for 700 you could go right on Amazon. Yep, check it out. There's some guys that are selling them for 700, and it's a nice thing because for 200 bucks more you're getting a great console. A great console. The fact that it could do ray tracing, 4K at 60 with HDR and ray tracing, or 4K at 120, but we're not sure what the limitation is when it comes to HDR depending on the TV that we own. And that's another thing. A lot of things were pushed to us through this next gen because by buying a next gen console, in order to experience the true 120 frames at 4K with HDR and ray tracing, they want you to have a 2.1 HDMI input, okay? And most of the previous TVs didn't have that. So now they're rolling all these TVs out with all those features because they want everybody to adapt to the new next generation. That's what it's all about. And it's making the companies money. Yeah, exactly. You want to know the best times to buy a TV? I'll be honest with you. Black Friday is a huge benefit to buying a TV that you're willing to wait for. So Black Friday is only about, what is it, 6 to 7 months away. If you're willing to wait and just enjoy the TV that you have, you will get a great deal, okay? And the other time to pick up a TV is right before the new TVs start to roll out. I bought my Q9FN in February of 2019. February of 2019. The TV came out in 2018, and when my TV came out 75-inch, it was I think it was $6,000 to $7,000, $6,900 just for the 75 Q9FN. When I bought it, it was 35 brand new. I took it because I knew I was getting more. I was getting more value than the company. I knew at that time I was getting a great deal. So now, if I get the QN90A for 3,500, 75-inch, to me, that's still a great deal. But if I could push to get a better deal to bring it down to at least 2,500, I'll take it. I'll take it because then that $1,000 is on the side for something else. Okay, it's sometimes it's not always the smartest thing to buy right away. Okay, good things come to people that wait. You know that saying? It's so damn true, you know? Now, I gotta be honest with you, when the PS5 came out, I bought it right away, pre-ordered it, because that to me was a great deal in itself. When I bought the PS4 Pro, 2 terabyte, I paid $400 for it. So for $100 more, I'm getting a great console with more powerful capability, more great features. And they didn't just give us the console and the same controller. They gave us a revolutionary DualSense controller that really feels good in the hand, and the haptic feedback is amazing. It's something that we haven't experienced. And just the price alone, with all the features, everybody claims on a YouTube video that to make a PC for $500 with all the tech that's built into these consoles is not is not normal. It would cost more money. So yeah, I'm truly pleased, and I know a lot of PC players that were PC Centrum focused on a PC, but went out to get their PS5 because they know that it's convenient to just turn the PS5 on, play the game, and not be bombarded with all the PC requirements or the things that they need. So, give me a second. I got to use the restroom. Be right back. All right, much better now. So, we're basically talking about it started off with the QLED TVs, right? And we went from QLED to next gen gaming to just talking about how it feels good to buy the rewards that we deserve when we work hard for them, you know? And that's important too. Let me teach you guys something, okay? Always focus on your goals and your dreams. Be obsessed with your goals and your dreams, and never listen to someone else's opinion or feedback when they want to discourage you and they want to try to bring you down, because the feeling and the thought process is so easy to disrupt your plan in life, okay? And it's called a distraction. And distractions are always lead you the wrong way. So always believe in yourself, your self-esteem, your obsession about your dreams, and it comes to you. Just like the universe. Trust me on it, because I'm living proof. Now, I may not be a huge YouTube channel, but to me, I feel huge just talking to you guys about it and expressing how easy it really is. And it's just a matter of you believing in yourself. Believe in yourself, love yourself, and all the benefits will come back to you. That's a fact. When you love yourself, you will show love to other people because you're happy, you're content with yourself. Little things don't get to you because you have a plan, you have a vision. The little things are just milk spilled on the ground. That's it compared to the mountains that you'll be reaping for just the plan. And the people that don't make it in this process, wow. There you go. See? And the benefits of you breeding purebred bulldogs is, I think that's what you said, right? Is you're blessing other people's lives because they are so happy to be able to purchase these dogs from you and they know that the value that you're giving them is not more than what they would expect. And that's important, is when you are fair with people. But when you work hard, especially with bulldogs and breeding and all that sorts, that's not easy. It takes a lot of time out of your everyday normal life. Good morning, Thunderhawk. What's up, man? So, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's great to be here. It's great to just talk to everybody. And, I was just given a briefing about how I'm ready to invest in either the 4K or the 8K TV. And it's just a matter of, I need advice from you guys as well, because just because I make a purchase doesn't mean it's going to be the right purchase if I don't have feedback from the people that I look up to and they look up to me. It's not just me all the time. It's us. So that's something that I really pull my hair back a little bit. Okay. So in all reality, I'm super excited about owning one of those Neo QLED TVs. I'm just so ready for the change in a TV. I'm still keeping my Q9FN. Now, I don't know if I'm going to move that Q9FN to the side of my wall and put the new TV in front of it, because I've had that TV up there for almost 2.5 years now. So, with that being said, yeah, there's definitely a lot of good vibes here this morning. Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely, no problem. You know, I could be a speaker and I could go all around the world and I could just be very simple but right to the point. And the most important thing is save money, because when you save money, the money that you're saving creates a magnet where more money will come into your life. If you don't have money saved, where's the other money that's attracted by the money you already have? Where's it going to go? Where's it going to come? Absolutely, absolutely. And sometimes when it comes to dealing with situations, dealing with conflict, dealing with anything, if it's a distraction that's going to take you off of your course, off of your goals, your dreams, what's the point of even arguing about it? The best thing to do is to ignore it and to let it erase in your mind and in your eye vision of what you are experiencing. Okay? You don't know how many times I've walked away from coworkers, or I've walked away from conflicts in the streets. Anything that has to do with me getting in any kind of trouble to take me away from my vision, my dreams, my goals, my security, I don't involve myself at all. And some people may think that that's you know, kind of backing down. No, no, it's not backing down. It's being smart from losing my freedom and losing my destiny, and then waking up the next morning knowing that I messed up and I could have handled it better. That's why people lose their freedom in life, because they act on impulse. They act on impulse. You have to teach yourself to be stoic. You have to teach yourself that you could take a lighter to your finger literally and let it burn your finger, singe, and you won't feel the pain. Now, I don't recommend that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in a figurative sense that you have to almost be numb to the environments around you in order to focus on yourself, to really, really bring in the true inheritance. And some people don't like that. You know why? Because when they see you moving up and they're not following the same protocol, they get angry. They try to find something to slip you on. Remember, if your enemy cannot destroy you, what's the next step? They're going to try to distract you, because they can't destroy you, so they're going to distract you with something. So always remember that. But with that being said, I've lived the hell in my life to get to where I'm at now. I'm not worried about a thing, okay? I'm really not. What my worry is on this channel, my concern is that my comments, my discussion is always mature, proper, and upright. Yeah, I could be a little silly sometimes, eating some food and just being myself. But in all reality, when I break it down, I just want people to know that there is a true way to true success, and it only involves you. It involves you. You and the dreams and your plan and sticking to it every day. Sticking to it no matter what. Everything will come. Just stick to your plan. Stick to your belief in yourself and how you know you're going to make it in life. Don't listen to other people just because they're saying, hey, you could do this and you could do that, and this is what can bring you true happiness. No. Only you know what brings you true happiness, true value in your life, true inheritance. Only you know. And that's why we have these gifts in life, what we can do in life, because that's what we were meant. We weren't meant to listen to somebody else to go out and do something to make a living. We were meant to show our true skills in life. Everybody has a true skill, whether they're a musician, they're a carpenter, they're a plumber. They could be a law enforcement. They could be a fire department. They could be medical assistant. They could be anything in life. Anything in life that they are professional at. They if they stick to it and they love the fact that they are so good at what they do, more will come to them. It's the people that are running to anything and anywhere just to make some kind of sense of their life that makes them stumble even more. You have to stick with what you were gifted with and build that up to a huge enterprise. That's it. I don't want to get too much into it, but so you guys already know. And let me see if there's I want to read your comments correct. Yeah. So, I've been playing the Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 8 on the PlayStation 5, and I'm impressed. I'm impressed by the whole PlayStation 5 presentation. The game looked fantastic. The frame rates are fantastic, even with ray tracing enabled. 4K 60 never looked any better, okay? And just the overall storyline of Capcom delivering a award-winning, I would consider it one of the games of the year because it had me that much to where I haven't been playing COD as much. I'll still play Call of Duty, but I find myself playing Call of Duty a lot on my night off before I go to work. It's something I stay up and I like to grind on it. Yeah, they made another amazing game, absolutely. And if you haven't played Resident Evil 7 yet, I advise you guys check that game out because Resident Evil 7 still is a masterpiece to this day. So, I have a pretty good idea of what TV I want to get, and I don't know why, but more than likely, I might just go with the 4K. I might just go with the 4K because I'd rather have a better picture quality. I'd rather have more quality to my TV screen than an 8K image, but with some kind of backset to the TV. So I need to look at both TVs and I need to make a wise decision. And the wise decision is I'm not spending a car payment on a TV. You know what I mean? That's just not happening. So, and the TV I have right now is still a premium TV. When James the calibrator calibrated that TV, he told me, put it this way, your TV is a Porsche compared to other people's TVs that he's calibrated that are Hondas, okay? And that to me was a nice compliment. I appreciated that. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, and I just want to be able to experience the QN98. And here's another thing too. Not only do I want to experience the TV, I want to compare it to my TV because I want to say for once, hey, Samsung did a good job on this TV because it comes pretty close. If not, it's better than my TV. Or if the color's a little off, it's not enough to make me super angry. It was when I got my Q90FN, then the Q90R came out, then the Q90T came out, and I'm like, where's all the local dimming zones, And the Q90R was impressive TV, but at that time, I wasn't a fan of the X wide viewing angle. I wasn't too happy with it because I had a bad experience with the Sony Z9F. I loved the camera video reproduction movement of the TV with the PlayStation 4 Pro. It was amazing. But the color in that TV, I had to pick up my remote every single 5 minutes just to try to get it to look good, and it still wouldn't look good. The color in that TV was dead, it was washed. So I ended up bringing that TV back and I paid the difference for the Q9FN. And I could never be any happier. The Q9FN brought a lot of joy into my life. When I got that TV, I was really impressed by it. And I have my wife's TV up here is the Sony 930D when that came out in 2016. This TV, even to this day, when my wife's watching her programs, she can see every single spot and blemish on people's faces. Like it's a really good TV. So all my TVs are pretty high quality premium at this point. Appreciate y'all being here. I wanted to maybe jump into a live stream. Don't know if that's something you guys want to see or we could keep talking. But yeah, 8K to me is starting to kind of I'm kind of almost losing interest in the whole investment at this point because I just feel as though I'm very upset that they don't want to give us four HDMI 2.1 ports. Is it because it costs so much money? Is it because they want to try to pull us to the 8K TV to get the four HDMI 2.1 points? I think so. I think that that's a huge way of getting people to change their mind about the 4K and get the 8K. Now, one inconvenience with the 4K is every time you want to use the HDMI 2.1 port, you have to swap it out from other HDMI cables. So I don't like that. I like to be simple. I like to have all four ports with equal gaming features, you know? But the only thing I'll be missing if I'm not using the 2.1 port is the HDR. You still get 4K at 120, but you don't get HDR. So you're still getting 4K at 120. It's got to have some kind of 2.1 port, you know? Thanks. Yeah, exactly. Thanks. Appreciate you guys. Yeah. So more than likely, my idea, and thank you for all for showing up today. I hope you're all having a good morning. Sometimes life can be really tough, but as long as you have somebody to encourage you, to give you that inspiration, to just be happy for the fact that you're, you know, you're given this knowledge. Okay, so with the 4K TV, I feel like I'm getting a pretty good deal. 3,500 is not bad. That's starting price because I'm going 75. I'm not going 65, but I'm not going 85 either. I feel like if I get an 85 4K, I think it's going to be too pixelated. If I'm going 85 inch, I have to get the 8K because it is designed for the big screens. That's the whole point of 8K is to see everything with all of its pixels, okay? So I'd have to go 4K 75. My that would be my target. 4K, 75 inch, the QN90A. If I could, I would try to have Europe import me the QN95A, but I don't think that's possible. And I don't think the region code would be working for here in the States. So I'd rather just stick with the QN90A, save a little money, enjoy it, and just be able to tell you guys what I think about the TV overall. And I'll probably have a blast going back to all the games that the nostalgia of Evil Within 1 and 2, Resident Evil 7 again in that TV and tell you guys what I see, what's better, what's not, you know, just to have it and just to express how I feel about the TV. And you know, to be honest with you, I'm not about the warranties. I don't like to pay a couple $100 more, if not almost $500 for a 2, 3 year warranty. I've had this Q9FN for almost 2.5 years now, no warranty. I bought it and it's been fine. I had no issues because I still had a return policy of 45 days. So I made sure that the TV was up to his par. And when James calibrated it, he told me that he sees nothing wrong with the TV. I got no dirty screen effect. I got no blooming to the extent of it being so basically obvious. There's always going to be a little bit of blooming here and there, but not enough to turn me away from Samsung. I'm sorry, I don't find myself in the future being always nerve wracked because I don't know if one day I'm going to burn my screen or something's going to happen because I'm not using the product correctly. So with the Samsung, it's a great TV. I don't have to worry about the screen being on. And yeah, so this live stream's been going on for about an hour now. And I think maybe I should take a break. What do you guys think? And then I go on the live stream. What game you guys want to see this morning? I could go into Resident Evil 8, continue the craziness of that game, or I could play. I don't know. I mean, Call of Duty is that's like the norm I go to just to kill some time, um, get my aggression out, and but I think Resident Evil 8 to me is I keep going into that game more and more. It's a mind-blowing game. Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go into Resident Evil 8. I'm at the point now where I'm by the Duke and I'm by the circle of gates that lead to the certain bosses, the certain maps of the area. Resident Evil 8 it is. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for joining. I told you guys that this stream was going to be unlike anything we've ever experienced because I deserve to show you guys the rewards that I reaped for working hard. I didn't do this from YouTube, okay? You know how much I make from YouTube each month? Maybe 20, 13, maybe $25. That's it. That's it. That's all I make from YouTube. I'm going to be honest with you guys, okay? It's really about what I put my obsession, and if I put more into my channel with a PC, editing and all that sorts, I'm pretty sure it would grow. I'm sure, it would get to the point where I would be very, very pleased and satisfied. But I'm just not at that level yet to just jump in on it and buy all the stuff. When I buy all my tech, I want to make sure it's top of the line. So, and I want to make sure I'm getting a good deal. I don't want to get ripped off by somebody because the more money I spend is the less money I have for myself. So I rather get the best deals, get the best product, and still have money on the side. That's how I roll. I don't just throw money because I have it. I throw it because I'm getting a deal and I'm getting a steal, and nothing else is going to stop that. Okay? When Best Buy's giving me money back because I'm buying a TV and it goes down in price, one second it's 45 and then the next second it's 35, I'm getting $1,000 back. Okay? So I'd rather be a smart investor than someone that is basically conceited and thinks because I have money that I could just blow it. I still am a very smart investor, smart shopper. I don't just throw money around. So, with that being said, y'all are super great. I appreciate you all. And thank you for coming to the live stream. It really felt good this morning. Absolutely, man. I have to, you know, because if anything happens in the household, I have to have some allocations on the side, you know. But most of the time, the money that I've been saving has been huge. It's been huge. But the work that I do is very dangerous. It's a very dangerous job. I've had a lot of close calls before, you know. People just don't pay attention these days when they're on the road. And all it takes is for me to be not paying attention and to be distracted, and then there you have it. That's the end of me, you know, because I'm hauling something that is very dangerous. So, with that being said, I take every minute at a time to really think. And there's a lot of thinking that I involve myself when when I'm sitting behind the wheel. I think about everything. Exactly, you know? And so, my biggest concern in my life is to make sure that always, I always stays ready. So I don't have to get ready. And I don't have to be put in a situation that I will regret, you know? my job is so dangerous at times that, I have to be in control of what I'm operating, because it could destroy people's lives if I'm not responsible. So that's why I take my work and I take my ethnic. I'm Polish, by the way. So my dad basically pulled out the belt and whooped my ass, okay, to teach me how to be a man. He didn't sit me down and talk to me. No, he beat my ass, okay? And that's when I realized that I had no choice. But the reason why he did it, he didn't do it because he was a mean father. He did it because he went through the most hellish part of his life when him and his family that I never met were slaughtered in World War II because they were in Poland at the time. So he showed me pictures, he told me everything. And I never regretted every single lash on my buttocks. Nope, because I became a man very quick at a young age. And some people find that inhumane. It can be at times, because then what happens is you're just work focused centrist and you don't really think about other people's interests when your focus is so big on your life. But sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to just tune everybody out. Sometimes you have to just unplug from everybody in order to get where you want to be at. You cannot keep helping everybody in this world and expect to be up there in the same motivation that you're giving to them, because you're giving away what is yours that can be basically built on your own. So I'm not saying that you can't help people, but if you help too many people, you're not going to be happy with yourself, because you're not helping yourself get to the true level you want to be at. Once you're at the true level you want to be at, then you can help people because you have enough to help people. You're not worried about yourself anymore. You're at the point where I don't have to worry about the little things. If something breaks around the house, I get it fixed. I'm not worried about it. So that's really it. Um, the number one thing I can say to everybody right now is that if we stick together and we encourage each other and we listen to everybody's opinions and ideas of how we plan out our lives and what our goals and what our interests are, what are our hobbies, okay? Then that's what grows. That's how we'll all grow as a great community. Great community. So thanks for all the feedback. I probably will get the 4K Neo QLED. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate you, Viking. Appreciate you stopping in. I know we've had some tough times with, just all kinds of different situations, and I'm not going to get too much into it. What I'm going to say is that I'm still the same guy. I still work hard all the time, but I also appreciate the fact that I'm able to reward myself. I don't have to go to my father and ask him for anything. I don't have to go to anybody and ask them for anything. I reward myself. When you can reward yourself and you have enough on the side to live and to plan your future, you are content. You don't have to worry about a goddamn thing. So that's how I live my life every single day. Nothing has changed. My YouTube channel started in 2017. I still work at the same company. I still make the same money, if not more. And all I'm doing while I'm not on YouTube is just grinding to buy my future home, to buy the stuff that I would want and need. Okay? That's my goal. My goal. My goals. It's my goals. It's not somebody else's goals. It's not someone telling me. This is my dream. I'm living the American dream. I don't care what anybody says when it comes to, well, the American dream is gone. No, it's not. You have to go out there and be willing to learn something that's uncomfortable, but then you grow to appreciate it in order to be successful in life. Okay? You could be a CNC machine designer, okay? You have to have good mathematical skills, but they pay those guys 35, 40 bucks an hour to just sit by a machine, calculate the numbers, make sure the estimates and the measurements are right, and make the parts. That's what my dad did. I can't sit by a machine all my life. I tried that. I went crazy after a while, okay? I got into arguments with my other coworkers because they just had nothing better to do. Okay? And I did the CNC, I did all the other stuff. But what I found was trucking to me was my avenue. It was my true freedom of letting me be who I really want to be. I want to be in control of the road. I want to be in control of my future, my destiny. Nobody else. Yes, my boss is still always over me, and my co-workers that have been at the company that have worked there a lot longer and have been through a lot more really serious situations, they're over me. But I never disrespect myself, and I never bring myself lower in any given moment. I always stand up for myself, and if I don't have to say something, it's not even an issue. I bite my tongue because at the end of the day, I'd rather have the money that I'm making than say something foolish and lose what I have. You see what I'm saying? And then I make a fool out of myself on Call of Duty because my wife says that I say some things to some players on the game, and sometimes she wonders, "Am I okay upstairs?" You know. But it's just having fun, you know. It's just having fun. So that's me. It's all about having fun. Thank you, man. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. You know, I could I let me bring up the Discord link if you guys want to join it. Let me see. Oh, I can't. You know what? I'm on live stream. I can't do anything right now with the Discord. But when I'm on my game stream, if you guys want to join, then you can join the Discord. I will send a link, and I'll probably right before I end this live stream, I'll probably get something to eat and drink real quick, and then I'll hop on the game. Probably play for like 2 hours. You know, I had a the night before I had a really rough night because I had to go all the way. Oh, you want to join? Awesome, man. Cool, cool, cool. I'm going to be doing a live stream on my PlayStation 5 on the YouTube in about maybe about 10, 15 minutes after this stream. And yeah, definitely join. And I gotta tell you, the night before, with this whole gas shortage, okay, what the news media did was it scared the hell out of the people. And what did the people do? They ran after every gas station like it was toilet paper. So every gas station I went to for the past week was out of gas. I've never experienced anything like it. So now the government uplifted the ban. We could work a lot longer. And when your boss is asking you to work a lot longer, I can't say no. It's my lifestyle. That's my boss. That's like my drill sergeant. I can't say no. People need to have gas in order to get from point A to point B. They need it for work. They need it for their family. So I am the gas man. I am the true tanker man. I am the concrete warrior at nighttime that makes sure that everybody has their gas in the morning, their diesel. Okay? So that's what I do. And yesterday I had such an easy night, guys. It was all loads close to my yard. So I was very appreciative because they knew that they put me through a lot of hell the night before. So now they're giving me a little light night to deal with, and I appreciate that. That's like them saying thank you, but they're not gonna say, no company's ever gonna really say thank you unless you really do something that truly benefits the company. Okay? Because a lot of times we expect so much recognition, but we don't get it because they don't want you to feel like you have to expect something every time you do something good. You have to just keep that good character and that good role that you're playing in the company, and everything good will come to you. Absolutely, man. My biggest pet peeve I have about companies is when you work for a company and your boss is questioning you about something that you didn't know what he was talking about or how to handle the situation, and he's acting like you knew about it and you had to have known what you did was wrong. That's my biggest pet peeve. If someone doesn't tell you something that you need to know and then they expect you to know it when you don't know it and then they accuse you, that's wrong. Okay? When I train guys in the past, I would always give them every single tip. I would explain to them that I'm not playing hide and seek. This is a real serious job, and you can kill yourself doing the kind of work. Okay, the truck can kill you literally. So I'm very serious. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, guys. Hey, can I end this live stream right here? And I'm gonna be joining. I'm gonna be turning on the PlayStation 5 in about 5-10 minutes. You guys join, and I'm gonna put the Discord link right on there. So you join the Discord. Let's grow that thing up. And if you if you want to subscribe to the channel, if you like what I'm doing, man, that would be a great appreciation. I'm tired of seeing my channel with 2,222 subscribers. It hasn't moved, it hasn't gone down, but it hasn't gone up. So, and this has been consistent like this for about maybe a month and a half, 2 months. So, I don't know. What am I doing wrong? I just don't know. Maybe my focus is so much outside of YouTube that I am. And here's another thing too. The crazy thing about YouTube is people can do the most craziest things on YouTube and they can make millions, okay? And when you're just trying to be real and just trying to show a good aspect of a true a real one, a real person in life, you're not going to get recognition unless oh yes, it's next gen. Yeah, thanks man, appreciate it. You know, and my concern is sometimes I don't feel like I'm interacting with you guys enough. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I feel like I'm not interacting with you guys enough, and my concern is, some people might not stick with me because I'm just me. This is me, like me talking to you guys, me eating my food, me streaming. I don't have all that high tech stuff to get into at this point. There's a lot of YouTubers that are making millions, but all the work that they're putting into their videos, I edited one video on one of my channel. It took almost like 5 hours to edit that video, okay? So it's not easy. You gotta have a lot of skill with editing. You gotta go to school for that kind of stuff, or maybe you just gotta learn. I'll learn it slow, baby steps. That's what I'm learning. So, all right, Lord Derek, I understand, man. I understand. So you guys are basically encouraging me to get the QN90A. Hands down. Forget the AK TV. It's just a waste of time, waste of money. Ah, thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. You know, and I before I get the Q90A, I will go into Best Buy. I think they have it there now in the store that's close to me. The one that's got the Magnolia where I got my Q9 Fan. I'm gonna walk in there and I'm gonna make a video, but I'm going to look at everything and I'm gonna give you guys my honest opinion of what I think so far. I'm going for the 4K, no question about it. I'll save a ton of money and I'll just have to deal with the fact that it's one HDMI 2.1 port. And, right now, 8K is not mainstream. It's just YouTube videos that are videoed and photographed and, so I'm not going to jump into that boat quite yet. And it's not worth it. I think it's too early. And if I get the 8K TV now, 2 years from now, they're going to have the 8K TV and it's going to be up to par. It's probably going to run and play better. And then that's when 8K is going to start to roll out. So why? Why am I going to jump further than what the future is holding back from us? you know? So that's a good one. All right, guys. So I'm going to end this stream. I appreciate you guys coming and understanding that I'm not here flossing money, okay? I'm here to show you guys that I have a vision, and my vision is to buy the stuff that's going to make me truly happy for my channel. My channel was started off with gaming in mind, okay? And it went from PlayStation 4 Pro to Xbox One X, all the way to the Series X to the PlayStation 5. Who knows? The PC might be coming around the corner. Right now, it's the TV's the next focus because it's exciting tech. That's all I gotta say. Thank you for all the likes. Appreciate that. And I appreciate you guys just being here. Seriously. It's more important for you guys to be here than for people to just throwing money at me. Seriously. It's not about that. It's about you guys just being here, listening, and me also reading your comments and learning from what you guys are saying, you know? You're welcome, man. Appreciate it, man. If I could change someone's mindset just for a day, make them smile and realize that life ain't so bad, the world is a better place because we're all here. That's how I see it as. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna end this stream and I'm gonna start the Resident Evil 8, and I will see you guys in about 15 minutes. All right, guys. So you all have a good morning. Make sure you have some breakfast, some good orange juice, chocolate milk. I kind of skipped my breakfast this morning because I'm kind of just excited of the fact that I wanted to show you guys what I worked hard for and how I saved. So that's all. That's it. And it's only a matter of time before I make the right purchase. All right, guys. Have a good morning. I'll see you real soon in the live stream. I'll be streaming in about 15 minutes. Promise. Because when I make a promise, I have to stick by my word. Sometimes I get tired and I say, yeah, I'm going to go on the live stream. And then I fall asleep from just being tired. But I'm actually up. I'm excited. I want to get into the Resident Evil 8 environment and I want to be immersed. So I'll see you guys in about 15 minutes. All right. Peace. Good morning.